After more than a year of hostilities and 2 months of an all-out war, a ceasefire has taken effect in Lebanon. The ceasefire agreement, it reignited hopes of much-needed respite for Lebanese civilians. Thousands of displaced people were seen returning to their homes to the southern suburbs of Beirut and celebrating with Hezbollah flags after the ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah took effect. But there are questions about how long the truce may hold for. The agreement calls for an initial 60-day halt in fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. Hezbollah forces would leave their positions in southern Lebanon and retreat north of the Litani River, which runs more than 30 kilometers or 20 miles north of the border with Israel. Israel, meanwhile, will withdraw its forces from Lebanon over a period of 60 days as the Lebanese army takes control of its territory near the border to ensure Hezbollah does not rebuild its infrastructure there. Biden has said the move would allow civilians on both sides to safely return to their communities. Lebanon's Foreign Minister Abdullah Bohabib has said that the Lebanese army is preparing to deploy at least 5,000 troops in southern Lebanon as Israeli soldiers withdraw. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has thanked US President Joe Biden for his involvement in securing the ceasefire agreement. The United States is Israel's key ally and military backer, and Biden has hailed the deal as good news and a new start for Lebanon. He spoke at the White House after Netanyahu's office said his ministers had approved the deal. 10 ministers voted in favor and 1 against. Netanyahu says a ceasefire with Hezbollah will allow Israel to focus its attention on Hamas and arch-enemy Iran. On the other hand, Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron believe the ceasefire will protect Israel from Hezbollah and create conditions for a lasting calm. In a joint statement, Washington and Paris have said that they will ensure the deal is fully implemented. Netanyahu has vowed that Israel will implement a ceasefire deal, but will respond forcefully to any violation. In a televised address, Netanyahu said the length of the ceasefire depends on what happens in Lebanon. But this is what is happening. The announcement followed the heaviest day of raids on Beirut since Israel stepped up its air campaign. The raids included a series of strikes in the city's center, hours ahead, of the ceasefire taking effect in Lebanon. The Israeli army ordered the evacuation of residents in central Beirut and the suburbs of the city. Hezbollah, meanwhile, said that it launched drones at sensitive military targets in Tel Aviv in response to the deadly Israeli strikes in Beirut. It also claimed responsibility for attacks on northern Israel after the agreement was announced. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.